Cissy made the right decision at the end of Snowfall, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. And obviously, there's gonna be spoiler alerts. I'm spoiling the literal end of the show. So if you don't care, keep watching. If you want to finish the show and then come back, do that too. But yeah, we finally get to the point where Franklin's about to get his money. After all the trials and tribulations he went through, he was about to secure his bag, and then his mom whips out the blicky and puts a couple rounds in Teddy's chest, and it was over from right there. And a lot of people don't like the way that ended, and I am in the minority where I think that was probably one of the best endings we could have got. Because in my opinion, at that point, Franklin didn't deserve the money anymore. And that's easier said than done, obviously, because I've never had 73 million and I've never had 73 million taken from me. So I think that's even worse than having 73 million. But if you watch the show and Franklin's character progression, you can see that that money had corrupted his mind. And for me to sit here and act like it was unjust for the money to, I won't say it was unjust for the money to corrupt his mind, but for me to say I don't get it, that would be unfair, because season 5, it was like he was trying to turn a new leaf. He was really learning, trying to understand what he had done and all the corruption he had caused in his community and how he's going to be a better person. And then you see all that money ripped away from him, and you watch like the literal downfall of Franklin Saint. When we watch season 6, you can see that there's a different type of anger and sinister behavior within Franklin. And it's like, what would he have done had he got that money back? You see, he was willing to get that money by all means necessary. And when I say all means, I really mean all means. Like, he packed Teddy's father up because he ain't want to give him the money. He said, I got your father right here. So wire that money or I'm packing him. And Teddy was like, no, it doesn't work like that. He said, wrong answer, Teddy. Packed his pops just like that. And mind you, this is the same Franklin in season 1 who couldn't even pull the trigger to kill somebody who I stole from him. And it's just like, oh, how did we get here? There's a particular scene in the show when Cissy was like, Cissy being Franklin's mother, obviously. I just want to preface that. Like, I'll go back and forth between the two names, but there was a scene where she's like, oh, could you live without me and your money and have your money? And he was like, yeah, no question. And in her mind, she knew that's when she lost her son. So I think that's when she made the decision to shoot Teddy regardless. And I think it was like her final stand to protect her son, because Teddy's been backdooring Franklin this whole time. So what makes you think that he's about to come up off of 73 million after you packed his pops and you tortured him? Like, mind you, Franklin had Teddy in that dungeon, really burning his chest. Get back is a crazy thing. We really don't know what would have happened. And Franklin, all his mind was set on just that money. And you saw the money destroy all the relationships around him. Like, he couldn't live without it. And it's a tough concept though, because when you have something stripped from you that like is like, it was an interesting dynamic to see that Franklin's world was crumbling because he lost all that money. But it's like he got it through some pretty controversial methods. So the fact that he lost it, I wouldn't say he deserved it, but it's like, it's a dirty game. So when dirt gets done to you, you can't really do nothing but charge it to the game. It's kind of like the Breaking Bad parallel, in the sense that we're following our protagonist and we're rooting for him the whole time, and we don't even realize he becomes the villain until it's too late. In season 6, in Snowfall, you see him become the villain, and it's like, yeah, he's still our guy, but he's not the same guy he was. This guy is a lost soul. He's doing it all for the love of money. And he, like, what potentially, what do you think he would have done with that money? Let me know in the comments, because when he, like, you can't just go back to being yourself after that. He couldn't bear to live without that money. So even after the shooting happened, you see the continuous downfall of Franklin. So After that, you see his alcoholism spiral out of control, and he's trying to cope with the fact that he just lost all this money, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. He's losing all his relationships. No one wants to be around him anymore. His wife leaves him because he crashes out. And then it's an interesting storyline when he finds out Peaches is still around. So he goes to see Peaches, and he tries to recover some money back. And he sees Peaches is cracked out on the couch, and he puts a couple bullets in him just because, get back. And he's trying to get some money. So he goes into the safe. Actually, no, he doesn't go into the safe. He calls a random guy up. He's like, yo, bro, come open this safe. Guy, for me, nice guy, family man, just doing his job. And he opens the safe. And he sees there's only like $12K in there. And Franklin's like, you know what? Like, he starts laughing because he's like, yo, I really did all this. And hey, this money's not enough. Like, to the average person, you find 12,000. It's like, I could do something with this. Feel me? It could make something a little shake. But when you lose so much money, it's like it doesn't move him. So he tells the dude, he's like, yo, here, you could keep the 12 bands. And then as soon as he goes to walk away, put some bullets in his back. He's like, yo, I pack bussin'. And then we see him keep spiraling out of control, and eventually he just becomes a bum. And he's like, he's content with just being drunk all day. And it's sad to see that he lost his mind. And it's the fact that he felt like he couldn't start over because he lost so much, and the money literally destroyed his life. And I don't know. That's just my opinion on the whole thing. You let me know how you feel about it. And if you want to see more content like this, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, it's LD. I'm signing out. Peace.